Oh hey, I didn't see you there. I was just enjoying one of my favorite animes called Bleach, with one of my favorite characters named Yoruichi. Bleach is definitely a well-known anime, not so much these days, but still it was one of the top 3 once upon a time. It's still very popular, but regardless, a new movie of it just came out recently where they released the first 3 episodes of the Thousand Year Blood War. And a today's story is about a husband that decided to watch it, and then he got a divorce 2 days later. Now, Bleach isn't exactly the most family friendly anime. I wouldn't say it's very extreme, but it's not like it's the worst thing ever. There can be some pretty risque scenes in there with the girls, or it can get pretty violent. So the husband decided, since he was already there with his family, he thought, hey, I'm pretty excited for this Bleach movie. Let's watch it. And he was going to get divorced because of it, because during the opening scene of the movie, a little bit of spoilers if you care about Bleach, there is a character called Yoruichi, and she activates this very risque cat form where all of her clothes disappear and the only thing covering herself is energy effect parts, and she acts like a cat doing various poses. It can be pretty risque, especially if a kid was there. And apparently the opening shot of the movie is her like full blown cheeks on the screen. Like, I can't do it, I'll break my spine, but her cheeks are like fully just blown into your face as the opening sequence. And he describes what his wife had to say about it and what the experience was like for him. Getting divorced because of Bleach Core 4. I don't blame Kubo, I should have known better, and it's not just his fault. My marriage had some underlying issues going into this. I read the manga, but it has been a while, so I thought my wife and kids would like to go see Bleach in theaters with me, because I was so excited about it. I didn't think the fan service was that bad. When the title card with Yoruichi's assets happened, my daughter asked why they were showing her butt so prominently, and I told her it was because Yoruichi had very powerful glutes and hammies due to her shuko and training. But my wife, for some reason, was triggered and yelled "bullsh" at me when me and my daughter were just whispering. During the big fight with Yahorek and it showed Urahime's outfit, my wife had just muttered "unbelievable" to herself and stormed out. Afterwards, she called me an incel in front of our daughter. This was 2 days ago, and we have decided to file for divorce. I'm not mad at Bleach or Kubo. It has actually shown me her true colors, and I am thankful. Sounds like you dodged a bullet there, brother. I hate to be the bearer of bad news for your wife, but these are 2D drawings. They are not real. The big kazunkas, the big hahutas you see on screen, they are drawn by people. Yes, drawn. They are very not realistic at all for the most part, unless you go on Instagram. But, jokes aside, but they're not real. It's a 2D drawing. None of it is real, but for some reason you are offense to this. You called your husband a gooner, incel, in front of your own daughter who doesn't even know what that means, and you want to get a divorce. He did say that the relationship was pretty shaky in the first place, but it's pretty strange that Bleach was the straw that broke the camel's back. Now when that little kid grows up, she's going to be asking Daddy, Daddy, why did you get divorced with Mommy? He's going to be all like, it's because of Bleach, the Thousand Year Blood War, when Yoruichi's ass was on screen. Your mother was offended by it because it was too nice, I guess. It was just too much. And again, I know that probably isn't the best movie for a kid, but that kid isn't probably going to remember all this at all. If anything, she'll just maybe like the series. Yoruichi's a cool character. But I guess the mom was all like, "You goddamn incel gooner. Don't you dare turn my daughter into a Genshin Impact player. God forbid that. I don't know. They're not real. Again, I have to state that if the daughter can ask questions, she's curious. She's a kid. What do you think she's gonna potentially copy from this? Yuraichi? I doubt it. You'll break your spine trying to do the poses she does in the series. So I don't know. The wife definitely showed her true colors. If you're that sensitive about 2D anime drawings, and maybe that was, again, the relationship was shaky, so guy dodged a bullet. If she's sensitive about anime 2D drawings, and guess what else she's probably sensitive about? She's probably sensitive about mayo in her sandwich. She probably likes mayo, but if you put just a wee bit too much mayo, that's when the gates of hell will be broken and she'll go into a frenzy. So I feel bad for the kid, but that mom seems like a serious, I don't know, way too sensitive, loose, not loose cannon, but those kind of people are, very sensitive. They live in their old fantasy. If they don't like anything, then you don't have to like it too, in their eyes. So very strange. I don't know how real this is. I assume this is real, but again, Yuraichi, man, they're nice. I'm just gonna say it right now. Little Gooning never hurt anybody. But a kid doesn't understand it, and the guy was just trying to enjoy a movie, and you ruined it for both of them. So I think that's about it. Take care.